laundry to landscape graywater systems. What is a laundry to landscape graywater system? A laundry to landscape graywater system is a plumbing system that has a three-way ball valve that diverts the drain water from your washing machine out to your landscaping. Because graywater from washing machines contain human hair and clothing fibers, the piping and distribution points need to be sized large enough to not get clogged by said debris. Many times, these systems will consist of mulch basins, gravel, plastic valve boxes, and/or plastic flower pots that serve as a point of distribution and keep roots from clogging the distribution points. An important thing to remember is a washing machine drain pump is not designed to pump drain water uphill or long distances or have restrictions on the pump. Use 1-inch supply piping or tubing. Keep the end open to a valve box or plastic flower pot. Never restrict the washing machine pump flow. So these images you see on the left, that is a gravel distribution point. The center picture is a mulch basin in being constructed, and the mulch basin will be sized on the size of the plant or tree that you're trying to irrigate, and your mulch basins will also be sized on the amount of gray water you think you will produce in your household. So how much laundry do you do every week? 1 load, 2 load, 5 loads of laundry, etc. On the right-hand side, you see what a mulch basin and a distribution point with a plastic valve box looks like. It has a green lid on top, so you can access it in the future for inspection purposes. When we talk about the diverter valve, this is what you would install on the wall behind your washing machine. The function of a diverter valve is to divert the drain water from your washing machine either out to your landscaping or into the sanitary sewer. 2 ways of doing this. You can make a plumbing manifold like you see here on the left out of PVC pipe fittings and 2 individual ball valves. Or instead of 2 ball valves, you can do 1 3-way ball valve, as you see pictured here on the right. It's important to note, regardless of how you like to do your valves, you do need a vent on the side that's going out to your landscaping. Code requires a minimum of a 6-inch riser, and these air admittance valves are code compliant. So again, that manifold, you would make it, bolt it to the studs on your wall behind your washing machine. Make sure you know where your utilities are running in your wall. You don't want to drive a screw into a water pipe, a gas pipe, electrical line, etc. Another option is to mount a piece of plywood, or let's say a 1x6 board, to the wall behind your washing machine, and then mount this plumbing manifold to that wood. Use Teflon tape or pipe sealant on all of your threaded pipe connections. And where you would attach your washing machine drain hose is to that barb adapter. And you would use that hose clamp to attach your drain hose to the barb adapter. Materials. So you can buy 1-inch polyethylene tubing in rolls at Home Depot or Lowe's or your local plumbing supply house. Relatively inexpensive. They come with push-to-connect fittings, barb fittings, T's, elbows, etc. Or you can use 1-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe. There too, you can buy elbows, T's, etc. from your local home center. There you would have to glue your fittings together to your pipe. Some do's and don'ts. Check with your local authority having jurisdiction if a plumbing permit is required in your area. Usually for a simple laundry to landscape system, a permit is not required. If you're wanting to do a whole house graywater reclamation system, where you collect the water from your washing machine, your bathroom sinks, your bathtub, and then you want to reuse that water to flush and fill toilets or irrigate your landscaping, then for that kind of complex system, a plumbing permit may be required. But that's not what we're talking about today. So let's make sure we plan your layout ahead of time and check the slope of your yard. Laundry to landscape systems are not for uphill locations. Purchase all materials and tools ahead of time. Do not allow gray water to pond or puddle on your property. That would be a plumbing code violation. Do not allow gray water to run off your property onto your neighbor's property or into the street, gutter, etc. That would be a plumbing code violation. Keep all pets and people from coming into contact with gray water. That's why these systems are plumbed subsurface, underground. Label your exposed gray water pipes non-potable gray water. So the exposed pipes you would see would be like the pipe coming from your diverter valve going out of the building. Install a diverter sign on the wall above your washing machine by the diverter valve to show the different positions of that valve. So in one direction, the valve pumps the water to the gray water system. The valve is in the other direction. The water flows to the sanitary sewer. You can use environmentally friendly detergents that'll be gentle on your plants. For example, you wouldn't want to use bleach and discharge bleach to your plants. Do not discharge gray water contaminated with human waste to your landscaping. That water is classified as black water and must be discharged to the sanitary sewer. Do not restrict the flow of gray water leaving your washing machine's pump. The end of the line should be open to a mulch basin shield like a valve box or a plastic flower pot. Inline ball valves can be installed at each mulch basin to throttle the flow and help balance the distribution of gray water throughout your system. Here are some helpful resources. Graywateraction.org has sort of a how-to if you want to install your own system. They have great pictures, great information. Watereducation.org, another great website. I have a few YouTube videos up. The first one you see there is how to glue PVC pipe. The second one is about how to harvest your AC, air conditioning, condensate. And that final video is about gray water reclamation systems, the more complex filtered type systems for a whole house system. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment for future video topics you'd like me to cover.